Okay, welcome back to the show. We have made some changes here. We've bought some new items. So let's make some content. I did this last year. It was fun. It's different now. It's a little more comfortable for me to play. So I thought I would just show you my new layout and my new toys. So we'll go left to right. I might cut to a video or two, and it'll be a lot of fun. Let's dive in. Top left. IntelliGel Steppy. I've just added this thing. I know I'm kind of late to the game with this thing, but it's such a good item for sequencing drums. And I'm just starting to use it for sequencing melodic things and other weird changes. It's been such a helpful tool. And this year I got rid of my KeyStep Pro. I found it obnoxious, to be honest. But the Steppy kind of stepped up to the plate and took over what I was missing with that piece. So good job, Steppy. Next, I've still got the drum too. It's just doing some snares for me. It's fine. I talked about this last time. I don't love it. I don't hate it. It does what it does nicely. Battering ram, I still love. Excellent kick module. I need to start using this for melodic stuff because there's a lot of fun to be had with these parameters, I gotta say. Yeah, bass synth, kick drum. I love this thing. Akimi's Taiko, it's feeling a little big lately, but I love the sound of it. I love how many things it does. I love playing it. Everything is set up really nicely. It's just kind of large for what I'm using it for. I have been using it for a synth voice, but I mainly use it for hi-hats, just melodic little boinks here and there. But it's a great piece. I probably wouldn't even sell it. I'd probably just scoot it over to my palette case if I did pull it out of here. This thing's amazing. Next, the Tango Quartet. I am learning to love this thing more and more. I mainly use this as a drum mixer. I have these 3 channels going into this. I mostly just pull this mix out into my mixer, but once in a while I'll do some kind of wacky VCA thing with this, and it just blows my mind like how many cool sounds you can get just from mixing CV signals. Okay, my newest piece is this very strange oscillator, Toros Iteritas Alia. So weird. I kind of got it because I just wanted something very, very weird, and it is exactly that. You can kind of get some pretty tones out of this thing. I've used it for less harsh sounds. I know it's kind of meant for noisy, harsh tones, but I've been enjoying just like a smooth, mellow tone from this thing. It's hard to explain if you don't know anything about this. Basically, it's like 3 separate ring mods in a single mono note somehow. That's a horrible way to explain this, but it's weird and I like it. My good old malt from Afterlater, it's still here. I've been using it more often. I've been malting more things in 2025. So this is the year of the malt. I've replaced my filter with the nano font, and I like it a lot. I was having issues with my Afterlater Popple. This guy's a little more simple. It's got a really nice sweep. I like it. ALM MFX, still a solid thing that I don't use that much. I really just use it as a reverb send from the Megatang, if anything. I have fiddle, I think it's set on the chorus setting right now, which is interesting. It's just like a backup reverb tone for me. I just got the Megatang. I've wanted this thing for a long time. And now that I have it in here, something about it's not working for me. I don't know what it is. I'm not crazy about these mute switches, although I need mutes. That's the problem. There's not a lot of mixers with mutes built in. So I don't often use the effect sends, even though I just said I use it with this, but it's kind of a rare thing that I do. I don't use the VCA setting since I have the Tangle already. It's almost a little bit redundant, so it's just like a big overkill mixer right now. I just haven't found a mixer that I like more than this. The mix-up was annoying, so I got rid of it. Switched to the Megatang. Not super happy quite yet. My output module, I still love this thing. I would love to have these 2 things combined into one. I would love to have headphone, master out, 1/4 inch I could take or leave, and everything this does, maybe without the sends and without the VCA. Is that so much to ask for? If you know anything that is that, please leave a comment and let me know, because I would love to free up a couple HP and have a thing that I like more. Bottom row, let's go. Pam's new workout. I thought I was going to upgrade this to Pam's Pro. I really haven't found a need for that. I feel like having a scales and having a Steppy kind of negates needing a Pamela's Pro workout. So I'm just still rocking the Pam's new. It's great. It's still great in 2025, folks. Mimetic Digitalis is, still freaky and still great. I need to use it for more just CV parameter shifting, because I mostly use it as a weird way to quantize random voltages from this guy. But it does so much more than that. I need to be using this thing more. Which brings us to scales. I pair these 2 quite a bit. I think I have trouble wrapping my head around like button combinations. I was always a terrible Tekken player too. Just my brain's not wired to do the old IntelliGel button combo thing, and I'm constantly having to Google things, and I find that annoying if I'm trying to just jam. But that being said, the Scales is an excellent quantizer. Big fan, super solid. The Nano Quart, I still like a whole lot. It is kind of a bare bonesy envelope LFO. I use it in pretty much every patch. 2 VCA from CalSynth, super solid. There's not much to this thing. It's great. I have a new oscillator, the MCO MK2. It's pretty weird, I gotta say. It's weirder than I expected, and I went back to my circuit mono station. I've been using that thing a whole bunch more, and I've actually been using it for pitch sequencing on this thing. It took the place of my KeyStep Pro, and I've been a happier person ever since doing that. I didn't need an actual analog oscillator, despite loving a Nano Ona, I believe it was called. Excellent sounding oscillator, but I felt like the circuit mono was maybe not quite as good, but close in tone. It just freed up some cables for me, and now I have this separate synth off to the side that's doing some sequencing and usually just doing some analog bass lines for me. Anyway, I'm still exploring this thing. It goes very, very deep. What is this? The ST Scion? It's still here. I don't know. I just like that I have an LFO that I can ping, because I don't really have that with this thing. Not in the way that this is pingable. Cycling right now, and its light's starting to annoy me. All right, next, this big fella, QuBit Mojave. I had like a honeymoon phase with this, and I really liked it a lot. I still like it a lot, but there's very tiny sweet spots with this. I find myself like never wanting to turn this knob because it'll change my scale to some weird interval that I don't want to be hearing. I don't know, it adds a nice little texture to a lot of patches, and I still use it a lot, but I just don't touch anything on here, and it's this big beast of a thing. If I fiddle with anything, it's usually just the mix control or this octave control. I almost never modulate anything on here, so I might be replacing it with something. I know IntelliGel just put out that new thing. Maybe granular synthesis isn't for me, but it was fun while it lasted, so this guy will go on to a new home very soon. Bastl Basil. I still really like this thing. It's a little bit limited, but I like that about it. You can kind of stretch the limits of it and get all sorts of weird tones out of this thing. It's great, and I need to swap the firmware over to something to just try out other stuff from Bastl, because aside from this and the Castle, I think it was called, that weird little box that they sold, that's the only Bastl things I've ever owned. And the little box thing was very weird. I didn't really need it. This thing is very awesome. I do need it. So I want to try more Bastl stuff out. The Ruina Versio, it's a distortion module. I'm not crazy about it. I might switch over to some other firmware with this thing and just try out the rest of the Versios. I've tried a couple of them, but the Ruina is just kind of a weird sounding distortion. I think I might try to find an analog distortion. I think I might have even said this in my last Rack Tour video. And the old Rackbrute power supply. It's super annoying. It just has to be in there, whatever. I still love the case. I like the size of this case. I've got it sort of set up where I've got utility things happening here. I've got oscillators right here. My drum section is right here. It's set up like a groove box, so I'm not really using any other synths. It's just this thing. I might pull out like a Volca sample or something if I want just an extra flavor for drums. Effects over here. Mixer output. My case before was just kind of filling the case with whatever I bought. Now I can actually think about things in terms of where they should be and how cables should be running around each other. So it's great. I've been having a lot of fun with this thing. I haven't recorded anything substantial yet, just little ding-dong, TikTok videos and whatnot. But that's going to do it. If you have any advice for me, if you want to insult me, feel free. Thanks for watching.